Y'all really want to know, right? Who all dated the world champion, right? Well, I'm not going to disappoint you. In today's episode, I'm going to give you guys what you really wanted. On the Formula One circuit, Max Verstappen is known for his heart racing speed. The Belgian-Dutch racer was the youngest driver to ever compete in Formula One, making his debut at the age of 17 back in 2015. Fast forward to 2022, he is the reigning world champion and the most successful Red Bull rider in terms of podium finishes. His maturity is something that the 24-year-old has always been recognized for. Even at such a young age, he appeared unconcerned by the strain and expectations around him. Verstappen went on to win his first F1 title in 2021, and he is already ranked on the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix podium, reflecting the final standings overall as Max Verstappen cruised to victory. You could say Max Verstappen, the reigning world champion, is undeniably famous. His celebrity status undoubtedly draws some of the world's most gorgeous ladies. I would say Verstappen doesn't have a huge list of girlfriends, but a very short number, but he has maintained great relations. Michaela Eileen Kotolinski is the first on the list. Max Verstappen dated Swedish racing driver Michaela Eileen Kotolinski early in his Toro Rosso career. She is competing in the Extreme E Championship for Rosberg X Racing. In social media posts, the Swede was frank about a connection with Verstappen, referring to him as her lover. However, the romance apparently ended before he joined Red Bull back in 2016. Next, Max Verstappen was supposed to be dating Dutch hockey player Maxime Porquilla, who is now coach, before the start of the 2017 season. They've been pictured together countless times before. Early in Verstappen's racing career, they were also tagged in many social media posts along with friends. As a youthful 18-year-old, Max Verstappen stunned the F1 world by winning his first race in the Spanish Grand Prix back in 2016. Soon after, he was connected to Joyce Godefridi, a student and Belgian content producer who was supposedly studying marketing at the Catholic University in Leuven at the time and models in her leisure time. The 20-year-old blonde stunner also enjoys motocross, which looks to make her a perfect fit for F1's emerging star. The two have been swapping amusing remarks and emojis on various social media channels, but no confirmation of connection was made though. After that, Verstappen became so charmed with Dilara Sandlik that he immediately asked him to dinner with his entire family. This shielded the legendary racer Jules and his sister Victoria, who also competes in racing. Dilara Sandlik grew up in Germany. She divides her time between Munich and London. When it comes to her personal life, Dilara Sandlik is quite private. However, she has a sizable online fan base. Her Instagram account presently has 736 followers and over 129 posts. She has an account with the handle @Dilara Sandlik. Her personal Instagram account is unavailable to the public, however, and she does have multiple fan profiles dedicated to her. Max Verstappen began dating German student Dilara Sandlik, who was apparently studying in London at the time, before the end of 2017. As we said before, Sandlik kept her life highly quiet during the relationship and tried to stay out of the spotlight. She has done this by keeping her social media account secret and away from the snoopers of the paparazzi. However, the two were frequently photographed at races, despite the fact that nothing was known about their connection. If you noticed recently, Verstappen's girlfriend, Kelly Piquet, has supported him throughout the races by coming for him at the paddocks. She frequently celebrates Verstappen's achievements on social media, tweeting photographs of his victories, as well as photos of their shared sideline moments. Kelly commented about Verstappen again following his second F1 title triumph in October 22. She captured a romantic Instagram snapshot of herself kissing Verstappen as he carried his trophy. He did it again. Piquet is no stranger to the Formula One world. Nelson Piquet, her father, and Nelson Piquet Jr., her brother, are both Formula One drivers. Prior to dating Verstappen, she was linked to Danny Kvyat, another F1 racer with whom she has a daughter from 2019. Piquet was born in 1988 in Germany. She spent her youth in the south of France with her mother, Dutch model Sylvia Tamsma, before relocating to Brazil, where her father is from, when she was 12 years old. Piquet went to school in England throughout her high school years, but finished her final years in Brazil. After graduation, the then 17-year-old moved to New York City to study international relations at Marymount Manhattan College. She traveled to Brazil with Verstappen and her daughter Penelope in November 2021. Piquet posted many images from the trip on Instagram, including one of Verstappen sitting next to her kid. Kelly began her career in fashion in New York, working as a styling assistant at Vogue Latin America and as a buyer for Bergdorf Goodman. She also followed in her mother's footsteps by working with labels such as Pepe Jeans, Pat Bow, and Louis Vuitton. Kelly frequently shares pics of her modeling profession on Instagram, as well as adorable photos of her kid and her vacations with Verstappen. Coming back to her background, Nelson Piquet, Kelly's father, was an F1 driver in the 1980s. He's a 3-time world champion and is regarded as one of the greatest F1 drivers of all time. After a 2021 interview in which Nelson used a racist slur towards Hamilton leaked, 7-time F1 winner Lewis Hamilton called Nelson out on Twitter in June of 2022. Nelson was allegedly barred from the F1 paddock as a result. Nelson Piquet Jr., Kelly's brother, is also an F1 driver. She shared a throwback photo on Instagram to commemorate her brother's 35th birthday in 2020. Anyway, let's get back to our point. Wait, did we say that she has a kid? Yes. Kelly gave birth to a daughter named Penelope with F1 driver Danny Kvyat, whom she was dating at the time. Danny finished third in the German Grand Prix the day after Penelope was born, giving him his first podium in 3 years. The driver dedicated his victory to Kelly and their baby. Kelly frequently posts images of her daughter, referring to Penelope as her superstar and beam of light. Kelly uploaded many images from Penelope's mermaid-themed third birthday celebration in July 2022, including one cute photo of the mother-daughter combination smiling with Verstappen in front of an ornate mermaid cape. The couple's first picture together was posted in early 2021. Verstappen shared a photograph of himself and Kelly on the beach on January 1st, along with a message regarding the future, adding, "Happy New Year." Kelly also shared a snapshot of the pair on the same day. While Verstappen's Instagram page is primarily dedicated to his racing victories, Kelly occasionally posts images with the F1 driver on her own account. She paid honor to Max's birthday on Instagram in September 2021. In May 2022, the racer celebrated Mother's Day by posting images of Kelly, his mother Sophie Kumpin, and his sister Victoria Verstappen. Isn't that beautiful? Verstappen's mother claimed that Kelly is a bit older and has a child. They formed a sort of tiny family, and she believes Max may have missed it when he was younger. She also believes that his stability has benefited him in F1 because he knows someone is waiting for him at home. She's also from a racing background, so she knows everything. When you see how affectionate she is with her child, but he has the correct heart for his sister and for her as well. Anyway, the pair has kept their connection a well-guarded secret. However, it got out that they ended their relationship around the end of 2017. Max was previously associated with a number of ladies, many of them with short-term romances, such as Joyce Godefridi. A buddy from the country is reported to have whisked away Dutch hockey star Maxime. Max Verstappen may have known American racing legend Sabree Cook early in his career. So, finally, coming towards the end of today's episode, what do you think? Is Max Verstappen too much of a Romeo? Anyways, what do you guys think about it? We'll meet again in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.